of our March Madness Pilates challenge. And here I am again with Truffle. Let's see if she will be beneficial for our exercises today. So let's go ahead and start. For today, we'll be focusing on side laying exercises as well as our obliques. So we're going to start off with where we left off on day 5, which is our mermaid stretch. A good stretch for the obliques here and making sure that you're in one long line. So excuse me a little bit, Princess Truffle. Princess Truffle wants to also exercise with us. So this time around, you can go ahead and crisscross your feet or go to that Z-shaped position of the legs. Now with the Z-shaped position of the legs, you want to make sure that both of your hips are facing forward, so one is not rotated over the others, facing forward if that is what you choose to do so. This time around, I'm going to go on to crisscross of my legs. We're going to start off with our arms out to a T-shaped position. You also want to make sure that your shoulders are not elevated. It's nice and relaxed here. We're going to take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, we're going to teeter to the right side here. And then just flex over. So bend of that right arm there so you can further do your lateral flexion on the right side. Come back up to nice center here. And then, as I was saying on our last session, you want to exhale here, reach before you're going to that lateral flexion. So you can really feel that nice stretch on that right oblique before you can even go to that left flexion on your left side. And one more time here on each side. Inhale here. Let's teeter for the right side. And big exhale as you're flexing over. And Truffle really is wondering what the hell we're doing. And come back to center. She does her own exercise in the morning. And last one on this side. Make sure you're even. And let's come back to a nice T-shaped position on the center. We're just going to do some screws here. So for our screws, you can come to this crisscross position, or you can go out to a wide V. When you're on a V, you want to be flexing your feet. And if you have tight hamstrings, this is where I will recommend that you actually just go into a crisscross. Arms out to a nice T, palms are down. So we're going to take a nice big inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to rotate to your right side. And then as you inhale, you're just going to screw back probably half an inch. And then you're going to pulse in more and pulse in more. Come back to center. Take a nice big exhale as you're screwing to the left side. And pulse in more and further in. So it's like you're squeezing a wet cloth as you're rotating in, and squeeze, squeeze, come back to center, and left side now. For 2 and 1, come back to center. Let's do that 2 more on each side. For exhale, 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 come back to center, and exhale on the left. 2 and 1, come back to center. Hey Truffle, get out of the way, Truffle. Shoo. Sorry about that. And then we're gonna bend the elbows here and twist, twist, twist. Back to center now, and then bend of the left elbow as we twist to the left, and twist, and twist. Come back to center one more time as we bend the right elbow. Twist, 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 and back center. And this is the last one here as we twist, exhale, and exhale. Come back to center. And then we're going to start with laying down on our right side. So I do want you to go away. Go to the top of the sofa now. Go, go, go. And we're laying all the way down here with our right head to our right hand. And she really doesn't want to go away. So she can be there.
And we're going to take that top leg up. See, I told you, Truffle, you have to go away. And then your bottom or your top hand can be in a side spider hand position here. And bottom oblique is working here, so you want to make sure that there's a space in between the mat and in between your lower obliques here. And from here, we're going to make circles. It's a hot dog size. So instead of our little circles, we're going to go on to one vertical circle such that it's a standing hot dog. And I'm pointing my feet here. 5 more, whichever direction you started off with. And for 3, 2, and 1, and reverse. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just bend that knee here. Then point the knees towards the ceiling. So you're in a lateral rotation of the legs. You want to make sure that your upper hip is still stacked with your bottom hip. This is why I'm actually feeling my own hip here so that I'm not falling forward. Here we go now. From here, we're going to flex that foot. And then we're just going to kick up and bend back home. And we kick so the heels are facing towards the ceiling as you're kicking up, extending that top leg up, and exhale as you go up. For 5 now, and for 4, and 3, and 2. One last one. Good. Now we're gonna go back to our parallel line. So your feet are back onto parallel. Your top foot is back onto parallel on the floor. Your top foot is up. We're going to make big rectangular shapes. So it's a kick to the front and up, and then kick back and down. So imagine that you're really drawing this rectangle shape from the heel back and come back down and hinge that leg and come up and slide down and back, and 2 more this direction. Then we're gonna do a reverse. And it doesn't really matter for this exercise which one is an inhale and exhale. Just make sure that on each action here you're gonna take a breath, whether it's an inhale or an exhale. Then we're gonna reverse. So we're gonna go up, front, down, and back. And up, front, kick front, down, and back for 3, and 2. One last one. Now we're gonna take that top leg and back leg in together. We're going to take both legs up, come back down. So I think we did this on the second session. We're really scooping the abs as we're taking both legs up and both legs come down. Take an inhale as you're taking your legs up. Exhale to come back down. And 4 more. 3 and 2. One last one. On this next one, we're going to add in our upper body with our lift of both legs. So again, our bottom hand is down on the floor. So you can use that as leverage. Now we're going to take that top hand to that top hip. We're going to take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're floating up with your upper body, both legs up, come back down. And big exhale here as you're floating up and coming back down. For 5 more here. And for 4 and 3. Last 2. come back 1. And this time you're gonna bend in your right elbow, and then you're gonna take that hand and head to your bottom hand, and we're gonna take that top leg up one more time. We're going to bend that top elbow to your top knee and extend out, and we bend and extend. So the one we're focusing here is not so much on the flex of the knee, flex of the elbow. I want you to focus on making sure that this bottom oblique is up. You're not sluggish here on your bottom oblique. So your bottom oblique is working here as you're taking in and extending the top arm, extending that top leg. For 4 more here, and 3, and 2. One last one. Good. We're coming all the way back down. And then just go ahead and take your top leg up. Flex the leg here. So you can, if you can take your top toes, grab those toes so you have a good stretch in the back of that top leg. Or you can also be here and just grab it and towards your chest. Really feel that nice hamstring stretch here on this side. And deep breaths here. And exhale out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through pursed lips. Really good stretch. Especially if you've been sitting on your sofa, on your chair, and not doing a lot of stretching. And we're gonna go to the other side. Now your left hand is on the bottom here. Your right hand is the top hand. Make a spider shape position. We're gonna flex both feet. Take one leg top at the top. Make sure that your top knee or your top hip is aligned with that top heel. Then we're gonna go on to our hot dog shape positions. Vertical circles here. You can also imagine, let's see, what's a good picture here, an imagery. Beanie? No gummy bears. I think a beanie, but a big beanie. And for 5, drawing those circles from the heels here. And for 3, and 2, 1, and go ahead and reverse, really rotating from the rotators here of the hips. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down. You can also massage that side of the glute. If you feel any tension there, it's a nice massage. And let's come back to our starting position now. Then we're going to bend in, bending that right knee in, pointing towards the ceiling here, lateral rotation. Then we're just going to extend up, come back to your starting position. And re-extend and come back in. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back down to your hips on an extension again. Then we're going to make those rectangular shapes. So it's a kick to the front, come up, slide back, and then down. For 4 of these. And then we're going to reverse that coordination. So you're making those rectangular shapes with your heels. Keep the foot flex. 2 more. Keep on breathing here. Each action, take a breath. Inhale or exhale. Just keep on breathing. Last one. And we're going to the opposite side now. Down, slide back, up, and hinge forward, down, sliding up, and 2 more. One last one. And take it all the way back in. Now we're going to take those both legs up, both legs come down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhaling down for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the bottom palm is down on the floor here. Top hand is on the top hip. We're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, now you're going to laterally come up to this position and come back down. So take that upper body up, both legs up, come back down. And we have 5 more. Exhale up, come back down for 3 and 2. Feel like you're reaching for those toes. One last one. Good. Now bend that bottom elbow. Prop yourself up so you're not slumping down here. Propping yourself up. And then you still have that spider shape position. And here we go. We're going to bend in and extend out. And bend and extend. And bend. For 5 more here. And 3. And 2. One last one. Coming all the way back down. And prop yourself up to a seated position, but you're still on one side. We're going to do some lateral flexion here. So now you will be seated in that Z-shaped position. Actually, let's go on to a Z-shaped position here so that your right knee is on the bottom and then your right foot is at the back of your mat and then your left foot is on the front of your right thigh all the way down. So from here, you're going to take your right palm up towards the ceiling, left hand down. We're going to take a nice big inhale here. Grow taller. As you exhale, you're just going to lift your hips off of the ground, then go on to a nice lateral flexion here and come back down to where you started. So making sure that your hips are not landing here or right over here. It's right where you started. Nice big inhale here. And exhale. We're going to flex up and come back down. And we have 4 more of these. Then we're going to do some side planks. And for 3. Coming back down. For 2. One last one here. And here she comes. Truffle is coming. So on this next one, I want you to take your bottom foot right at the back of that right foot. Now your right foot is actually on the mat itself. Your right knee is propped up. She's looking at something. But your right palm is also up. Then from here, you can either go onto an elbow plank or to a full side plank. So I'm just going to choose my elbow plank for today. We're going to take a nice big inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to this one long vertical line of the body. And then we're just going to stay here 10 seconds, all right? Keep on breathing here, making sure that your bottom oblique is up for 5, 4,
3, 2, and 1. Let's come all the way back down and come back to your starting position. One more set of that. Take a nice big inhale here. I'm actually right here. Sorry, that was my starting position because I did do a forearm. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to lift your hips off, lift your bottom leg up, and one long line now, one long vertical line for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come all the way back down. So I made a mistake there earlier on where I was over this side when I came back down. That is actually for that full side plank. If you're in a forearm, you will be coming back up here only, up to your forearm. Now we're gonna do that on the other side. So I'm gonna pick my forearm here, but we're gonna start off with some prep work here first. So the prep for our lateral rotation, I was actually in a Z-shaped position to begin with, and then your right hand is down here, left palm up, one long line to begin with, a vertical line, taking an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to lift your hips off. And inhale, come back down. We're gonna take 4 more of those. Really feel that nice stretch here on your top oblique. And let's come back down for 3 more. And coming back down here. And for 2. One last one. Come all the way back down. Now we're gonna switch it up with our leg position. So you're gonna prop that left leg up, left knee is up now, and then your left foot is facing on a 45-degree angle. This right foot here will be behind your left foot. So that is your starting position. You can also take your right hand a little bit farther away from the hips so you have more leverage to go onto that one long vertical line. And we're going to go onto our forearms here if you did a forearm on the other side. So left palm is up. We're going to take a nice big inhale here. As you exhale, you're just going to switch to one long vertical line or diagonal line of the side plank. Then we're gonna stay here, making sure that your shoulder is really activated. Bottom obliques are also activated here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's come back down to that starting position. Now, you saw me probably, I was fixing my neck, I was flexing my neck too far down, which is not what we want. We want to keep that neck long as well. So it's aligned with the head, neck, and all the way down to our toes. So it's a one long vertical line or one long diagonal. Take a nice big inhale here. We have one more set. And here we go. And for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. And we just shake it off, release. And then we're just going to do some fun exercises here to end with our rolling like a ball. So if you're starting off with a nice long vertical line, you want to tuck the tailbone in so you have this C-curve position, and your hands will be just on the side of the knees, your feet are together, your knees can be together or they can be slightly apart. Then you're going to lift your feet off, probably an inch or 2 inches off of the mat with the C curve still right here. You're looking down towards the well of your knees here. As you inhale, you're going to rock back. As you exhale, you're going to come back up to the starting position. Here we go now. We're going to take an inhale and exhale. Come back up to your sit bones. And a couple more times here. Really making sure you're getting that power from your deep exhalation as you're coming up. Just back up to that sit bones here, maintaining that nice C curve. And for 4, 3, and 2. One last one. And let's come all the way back down. You can go onto a baby stretch here, go onto a wide U-shaped position, flexible feet, grab the heels, and then rock side to side. You can continue this one with a piriformis stretch, which is a figure 4 stretch. So you're making this number 4 shape position of your legs. It doesn't really matter for this time which one you're going to start off with, but my left ankle is right on my right thigh. I'm grabbing the back of my right leg, and you don't want this to be a static stretch. So while you're stretching towards your chest here, you also want to stretch towards that right armpit, and then stretch towards your left armpit. So you're feeling that different type of stretch depending on where you feel the most tightness on that left leg. I'm back on center now. And then we're going to switch on to the other side. So now my right ankle is on my left thigh. I'm grabbing the back of my left leg, grabbing it towards my chest. And then we're going to go on to my left armpit here. And towards the other side now, right armpit. Come back to center. And that's it for our 6th session. I'm just going to come back up and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great